Jessica, good evening. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. U.S. equities taking a turn lower after rising in the earlier session. I mean, what's the driving change behind that?
Yes, we are seeing a lot of up and down in the stock market today. Right now, it looks like we're heading weaker into the close, and that's on the back of just concern over trade tensions between the U.S. and China. Will there be a resolution, and will there be one soon, is what investors are really focused on. We were in the green earlier in the session, now down to the red. We had Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross come out and say the two biggest economies are miles and miles apart on trade. So that's really what the big focus is right now.
Yeah, that sentiment around U.S. and China not really affecting semiconductor stocks. I mean, they had one of their best days in almost a month, I believe. What's behind that?
Yes, semiconductor stocks, chip stocks, that's the bright spot today. That's one to watch here. We've seen them rally on the back of a collection of companies reporting strong earnings results. We see the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index up more than 5% at one point today. Quite a strong rally there. One example of a positive is Texas Instruments. It rallied after analysts remained quite positive on the stock after it reported fourth quarter earnings results. In fact, RBC came out and said that the company is doing an impressive job of navigating an industry-wide slowdown. But on the other end of the spectrum, we have Qualcomm, the only decliner in the index, extending a 3-day losing streak.
Yeah, and Jessica, just before you go, what is the feeling about the oil price in the U.S.? We look at Brent crude here, seeing it, swing between $60 and $61 at the moment. Tell us about how the oil price is going down in the U.S.
Yeah, it's quite interesting today. If we want to focus on the U.S. benchmark right now, WTI has actually been rallying, and that's on the back of just news out of Venezuela, a lot of focus on the instability in Venezuela, U.S. President Donald Trump possibly going to issue new sanctions on Venezuela, so that geopolitical risk premium is really making its way into the market, and it's kind of, overshadowing the U.S. government report that came out earlier showing U.S. crude stockpiles rose by the most since November. So usually that would be taken as quite bearish, but today investors seem to be overlooking that.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Jessica Summers there with Bloomberg coming to us from the U.S.